I think about what life would have been like if I had never said yes to learning more about this coaching opportunity. And that thought is really scary to me.
It was just really tough working in a job that you felt like you were going in a totally different direction. Like, you know, I cared about the people I worked with and I liked what I was doing, but, you know, when we were talking together, we had just such different plans and like different vision for our future, knowing that like we were going to be working at home, traveling, and not being in that was so unnerving, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you're sitting in a job working for your family, but you're not building the life that you want for your family. Like you're just working in that job because you think that's kind of what you have to do, and that's just like, you just got to get through the next however long. But we finally, like, remember when we kind of started sitting down and mapping things out, we'd say it was kind of a new concept to us, like not just what do we want right now for our family or what do we have to do, but what direction change can we make to ensure that we're moving towards what we actually want. Like, where do we want to be in 5 years? Not, you know, what's life like when we can retire at 65?
Right. And looking at like our passions and our gifts and really like thinking, like almost like thinking backwards in life. Like, what do you want to look back on your life and say like it was, you know, are you living that life that you're dreaming of, and are you living with passion and like you're not working every day, or is it tough to get through every day? Are you living through it for the weekends?
I never knew about Beachbody coaching as a career path. I was just looking to feel comfortable in my own skin again. I had gone through a period in my life where I had gained weight, and I don't know, I was just working in sedentary jobs, doing things that I wasn't passionate about, and I had had a lot of knee surgery. So for me at that point in my life, I was looking to get healthy again. I stumbled across a pamphlet for this shake at a yoga studio, and I knew nothing about it, and I wanted something that was a long-term healthy approach to weight loss and not the shortcuts that I had taken in the past. And so I did my research, I sent it to my doctor. I was kind of neurotic about it. I was skeptical, like I so often am, and I found that Shakeology was a great way to lose weight. So for me, this just totally started on a whim, looking to regain my self-esteem and to get healthy. And little did I know that this was going to become the thing that would be the catalyst for change in our lives.
It was always my dream to be able to work hard and do everything I could to have our family be secure. And if that was working a regular structured job, then that's what I would do. So I first started off going to school for actuarial science because I love math and I'm good at it, and I wanted a career that could support a family. So I knew that actuarial science was a top job and I could have pretty much regular hours, great benefits, great pay, and that was it. You kind of pass the exams and the rest of your life would kind of be laid out for you.
I remember growing up, we were so blessed. My parents were such a great example. They're both entrepreneurs, and I remember loving that. I remember watching how hard they would work, and they were creating something that really meant something to them. They were able to use their passions and their skill sets and their God-given gifts and apply that to their business. But what I remember so vividly is them never missing a game, and them never missing dinner with us, or just being there when we needed them. And that was something that I knew that I would want for my family someday. But it's funny, in retrospect, I look back, 4 or 5 years ago, I was not doing anything to create that life. I was totally conforming to what I thought I had to do. I was working in a career that wasn't going to allow for freedom for me. It was dictating when I work or when I can take off of work or what I'm worth, or even my ideas were stifled because I was working for someone else's dream and I had to follow their rules. So I got to this point where it was like, okay, I have to make a change. I have to start actually taking the steps towards my dreams or I'm never going to live them. I was looking on Facebook one day and my coach, the guy who I got started on my health journey with, I saw it was like a random Monday and he's out hiking with his daughters and his wife. And I'm like, what does this guy do that on a random Monday, he's spending time with his family? He's not stuck in a cubicle like I am right now, wishing for the weekends, absolutely miserable, unhappy, unfulfilled, just daydreaming about what I want, but not actually taking steps towards it. And I remember I reached out to him and I was like, okay, I'll listen. Don't try and twist my arm, but tell me about what you do. And he talked to me about coaching and he talked to me about all of my fears and my big concerns. And I came to realize that really I was hesitant in learning more in the beginning or even opening my mind to what Beachbody coaching is because I was ignorant to it. I had no idea what this was about and I had a lot of fears. I was afraid of failing again. I was afraid of starting another thing I was going to quit. I was afraid of all the things that I thought it was that it wasn't. And when I realized what this opportunity could be for me and for my family, I dove in head first and I haven't looked back since, and I've been free from that corporate world that was so stifling to me for so long. Coaching, started as, okay, I just have to replace my income so that I can get the heck out of this job that I hate. And then I started seeing, no, it's more than that. Success to me is not just going to be able to, leave this job. I need to pay this forward to more people. So it was learning how to mentor people and how to teach people how to grow their business and how to pursue their passions and their dreams. And that caught like wildfire. That totally lit my soul on fire. I had to just keep pushing and build this into something that could touch as many lives as I possibly could. We have access to the ability to create businesses from home, online, part-time, that not only can open the doors to new opportunity, but can provide for our family in a way that we literally could have never done. Like, we are creating a life not only for ourselves and our children, but we're looking like, what's the legacy we're establishing through this opportunity?
And how can you inspire other people too? Like, we're trying to bring other people along for the ride. That's the thing that's really addicting and fulfilling, is helping other people that feel stuck or that just had other dreams for their life, and helping to kind of give those people hope again and give them a life filled with passion and purpose.
Yeah. It's funny, I've connected with thousands of people at this point seeking a better life. The common theme between all of them is that they want something more out of their lives. Maybe they want to be healthier, maybe they want to lose weight, maybe they want to pay off their debt or be home with their children or have something that's true and fulfilling to them. But what I've come to learn is that the common misconception about Beachbody coaching is you have to be a fitness expert or a nutritionist or have had this massive physical transformation, or you have to be into sales, or all these common thoughts that people have that I had before I got started. And what Beachbody coaching really is, it's a platform. It's an opportunity to utilize this platform to live out your dreams. So no matter what your passions are, if you do this right, you incorporate those passions into this opportunity and you can change your little piece of the world. And I learned that through coaching. A lot of people like myself come into coaching thinking, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. You know, I don't know how to sell products, and I don't know how to teach people how to achieve their fitness goals. And that's not what this is about. This is about taking the time to work on yourself as a person, as a leader, as a mother or father or friend, and to teach people how to do that too, to invite people to join you on a positive journey that you've decided to take. The products and the fitness, all of that to me is secondary. I think health is so important. I think it's the foundation for making positive changes in your life. But I don't think it's the cornerstone upon which you build a business like this. This is about looking at your life, big picture, and saying, what do I really want? And am I actually doing what it takes to get there?
As we were thinking about having a family and having kids and how that would work, I knew that that job in corporate would allow me to get home at a reasonable hour, but what I didn't realize was how hard it would be to leave each day, how hard it would be to not be home when Jack was sick, or if Liz or anyone needed me at home. And so really once Jack was born, that was really the first thing that kind of planted that idea in my mind of, you know, something's got to change. Like I don't want to live my life like this for the next 30 or 40 years. And so after he was born and after I went to work, we started talking about what else we could do. I can remember just, you know, it hit me like leaving the house that first morning when I was going back to work and just thinking like, what am I doing? Like, I'm going to a job and leaving my family, going to a job that I don't really love, you know, that's not my purpose. I'm doing this job to support the family that I'm leaving, and you know, and you're trying to work at the same time or getting back to work. You know, we're trying to hire someone to help take care of the son that we just had, and you know, none of it makes sense. So just kept thinking over and over again each day that I was walking to the train, taking an hour commute into work, like, what are we doing? Like, this isn't right. This can't be it.
I've been given this unbelievable gift. And as great as it is and how much it has changed my life and my family's life, it would be selfish of me to not give it to more people. So my mission was pretty clear when I started. It was to be home with my family and eventually bring my husband home with my family, and all things that I just never actually thought were possible, and then they started happening. But once that clicked, once I understood what was really possible for us, I started to understand, okay, if this is possible for us, this is possible for anyone. So many people experience financial stresses, and that dictates how they can live their lives or the things they can't do. Instead, why not create a more free life, both financially and, you know, the freedom of time. Time is that one resource, you know, we can't get that back. We have one shot in our lives to get it right. This isn't a dress rehearsal. We don't get a do-over. And once I realized that, I really started living, and I love helping other people to do the same. I don't know, I just feel like a new level of like being alive. We're living for not just our purpose, but also how we want to live. Like, right. Our time is our own.
Right, and it's not that you hit it exactly. It's about the time. It's not about you know, you could work the job and still have all the extra money, but to be able to go see your family, you know, our families live in two opposite places in the country, to be able to go see your family whenever you want and however often you want without having to ask someone, like that's a huge driving reason why we're doing something like this. This is it. I'm done. I'm done with corporate, done working as an actuary, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be home, to be able to play with our son during the days and to really follow my purpose and my passion in life.
Yeah, this has been like our dream coming true, and to be home and together as a family now, and just really surreal and exciting. We've been dying to tell people, but we've kind of kept it under wraps, and before 30 years old, you know, we're both
retired. I always
from
wanted
corporate.
to be done with exams by the time I was 30, and now it's done.
yeah, it's officially done, and we're really excited to share in that.